What's around, everyone? How y'all doing out there? How has this full moon in Libra? How's that been going, right? All right, so this is going to be about what you need to balance. Okay, so what right now, whether it's love, whether it's business, whether it's career, whether it's personal growth, relationships, whatever it is, what is it that you need to balance? And this is going to go by your zodiac sign, and then your sun, moon, and ascendant of that zodiac sign. So if it's for Aries, it's for Aries, sun, moon, and ascendant. Okay? Or some people like to say rising, sun, moon, and rising. Same thing. It just means it's in your first house. That's all. So let's get into the energies of the Libra full moon. Now that we're fully into it, let's see what kind of advice these cards have to tell you about how to balance or what needs to be balanced. Enjoy. What's around Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? This is your tarot reading for the Libra full moon energy, and you got the Emperor. So, look at you, Cancers, all right? So, some of you Cancers are feeling like the world is yours. You're taking the world by the balls, and, it's your playing ground, you know what I mean? That you are structured in what you're doing, you're of sound mind, you're balanced, in your authority. You can make wise and fair decisions, when it comes to your life and other decisions that you may be responsible for, other people or other establishments, you know what I mean? And you're doing well at balancing it. It's kind of like, even if you're a female, it's kind of like you're taking on a higher level of what a father figure would be. And the reason why I just used the word higher, I'm trying to come up with something that the idealistic father figure, because not everybody had a father in their life, or if they did have a father in their life, didn't always do fatherly roles or fatherly duties, what in your mind you thought should be doing, that type of thing. So, and what does that do? That provides structure. A father provides structure. It provides discipline, you know what I mean? It provides authority to say, no. When a dad say no versus a mom say no in a two-parent household, it's a totally different no. You know what I mean? A single-parent household, it plays off a little different, but in a two-parent household, when a mom says no, it's different from when a dad says no, right? So you have to apply that, in your life, Cancers, you know what I mean? No is no means no. You have to set boundaries for other people, you know what I mean? And this is not an emotional card at all. This is about being fair. This is about having compassion, you know what I mean? Having some type of understanding of what the person is going through, making fair judgments based on that. Also considering, your position, because this is Aries. It's like Aries energy all over it, and we just finished Aries, but Aries energy is still lingering. So you still use that energy and burn some of that emotions away. Maybe you're getting wrapped up too emotionally about this and about that or whatever, and this is just not the time for you to be doing that according to this card. You have to be more of the Emperor. Even if you're a female, it's time for you to take charge. You know what I mean? As if a idea father would do. You can apply that. Or even if you look at, an Aries who is about that life, you know what I mean? Where their life is, they have a powerful status and they're not abusing their power. They're being a great leader and a great, director to other people. You know what I mean? They know how to take some chaos, any chaotic situation, and fairly, disassemble it, where each party is fair, each party is satisfied, but it also knows when it ain't got time to hear your blah, 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 because you need to do this, that, and the other. So learn from the Emperor, and for those Cancers who are doing this already, continue to do that, because, having that balance between, what is logical and what in the emotional part of it it can screw you up a lot of times, but now it's all about that, what is making sense to you. You know what I mean? It's not like if somebody say, oh, you being hard, it's not even like being hard like that. It's just like having boundaries, you know what I mean? Having like, hey, you only rules, regulations, principles to if you're going to enter into this kingdom type stuff. For those who are feeling, the opposite or whatever, you might be in some kind of abusive relationship where somebody is overpowering you, where they think they're your father. You ever been around somebody, you be like, you ain't my daddy. You know what I mean? So you might be going through something like that, where now it's time for you to step back and take a look at why you keep getting to these relationships, whether masculine or feminine. Why you keep getting to these relationships, these abusive relationships of such authority and such power, where it's making you digress than anything. Maybe you need to get counseling. Maybe it's like a childhood trauma, and that's what's causing you to repeat a lot of cycles in your adult, because you haven't resolved those things yet. Why are you feeling powerless? Why do you feel like you can't rule the world, or whatever you into, whatever you passionate, you can't take over that industry or over that territory? You know what I mean? What is stopping you from that? And you might need to start doing some journaling and writing down your stuff, write down your expressions, or whatever it is that you can express yourself. You might need to go back and do that and cut some time out in your days to do those things. Some people do boxing to express, to get stuff out. Some people paint to get things out. Some people just dance, to get things out, just wiggle, But you got to find something to get all of that out, where you can now get it out, any old baggage, any traumas, any all that, and then now you can construct something, that's more sturdy, foundational, all about you, your dreams, your passions, your goals, you know what I mean? Your intuition, what you're here to do. I know what everybody else here think you should be doing. That's not what the emperor do. So start planning a route. Start, doing checklists of things that you need to do or look into in order to improve yourself, improve your confidence, improve your verbal skills, improve your balancing emotions, getting your emotions in check, emotional intelligence. How do you get that the EI to work for you, not only when you're alone, but also in the world. And for those Cancers who are already got it going on, they done balance their emotions versus, thought and all that, and they about that life, y'all keep on going. And it's recommended, that you stay that balance. Don't let the emotions flood you. Don't let the Noah's, what do they call it? Noah's Ark, not Noah's Ark, the Great Flood. Anyway, y'all know what Noah and all that, the Great Flood. Don't let the Great Flood come. Okay? You know what I mean? All right? We're going to keep it dry. How? Tap into some Aries energy. Tap into some Aries energy. Look up what Aries is all about, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right? And there's some Capricorn energy, too, that's in there. And start using that. Start using that. I'm not saying get rid of your emotions, get rid of your feelings. No, I'm just saying tame it a little bit. You know what I mean? Use some emotional intelligence. Check yourself. Have a good day and night, Cancers. Sun, moon, listen.